This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube.com. And if not, what's up with that?
Oh! This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Come on, Trent. There we go. Man, for some reason that thing don't want to work. I don't get it. All right, hey, what's going on? Hi, well, how's it going? We're here. We're back. It's Rasslin Rage.
We sure?
Yes.
Right.
Episode 85 or 8, yeah, somewhere in there. But big thing is this gentleman right here sitting next to me, Master Michael Weir. Still weird to say that again. I don't know. Every time.
Weird to hear it.
Yeah, it's never going to get any easier to say your name, but I never call you by your first name. But 8 times.
8 times.
8 times now on the show. We talked about possibly getting a jacket or a championship belt. That's going to take a while because I've looked, and don't take this the wrong way, but I've been looking in the secondhand store.
Yeah.
When I think about it,
Never pay full price.
Right. When I think about it, I think about like what's that? The Southwest or South the show on WWE on the network with Cena, and they're all dressed up as different guys.
Oh, yeah.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I think of.
There you go.
With a toupee or
nice.
something like that. So, but hey, thanks for coming back.
I just got my hair cut. Doesn't it look good?
Hey, don't forget to smash that like button. Hey, Taylor, could you do me a favor? Could you roll over into the Facebook page and post that we're live, please, with the link? Thank you. Appreciate that. I can't do everything. I try. But anyways, smash the like button if you're, you can smash the thumbs down too if you want. It really doesn't matter either way. Do what you want. Also, scroll down into the donation link. If you scroll down there in the description, there's a donation link. All the money goes back to the show, buying whatever the show may need. Also, in the description, there are affiliate links to WWEshop.com as well as Highspots.com. When you click those links, Rasslin Rage makes a very, very small commission, which is all right, too. And of course...
Or you can say you get paid by WWE.
That's right. And then you can also go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage, and I can't remember what the promo code is, but I posted it the other day, but you can get 20% off right now, and I'll have to post that when we get done. I think it's Independence or something like that, but I'll have to do something or America. But you get 20% off, so... Whatever.
There you go.
Right.
T-shirts.
Right. Rasslin Rage also has Facebook, Twitter, at Rasslin Rage. I'm working on Instagram. I'm just trying to figure it out.
You send me a message on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I'm a noob.
That's okay. So am I. I don't know any of this.
I'm trying.
I'm chat snapping. We're doing it all.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, whatever works. But Mondays and Wednesdays are upload days for the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. What's that mean? That means that every Monday and Wednesday at whatever time. I'm playing around with times to see what works the best right now. But this week, on this Monday, you'll get a match from MPWA New Breed, which was what's the word I'm looking for? It was kind of like a block party thing that they did a free event at. Electric Eli versus Drazakio, I think his name is how you say it. They're both new guys out of the House of Truth, getting some opportunities out there, so you guys can check them out. I do apologize, but all the music is out because it is under copyright.
Yeah, gotta learn that rule.
Very good. And coming up Wednesday, my interview with the Detroit Style Wrestling Heavyweight World Champion, the Dread King Logan.
Wow.
Definitely graced us with his presence. and he answered my peasant questions.
Wow.
Because we are peasants.
Man, you are just lining them up and knocking them down, aren't you?
have no idea. And if you've missed it, Wednesday, my interview with the Frogun. The Frogun D-Ray 3000 went up as well, which was really cool because he was really cool to talk to. He was really nice, but a lot of people, if you know anything about wrestling, you know who the legendary Sika is, but he was trained partially by Sika as well as the famous Canadian Destroyer. That's who he started his training with. So it was really cool to talk about that with him and just his journey through professional wrestling. So definitely can check that out on there too. Man, look at that. I'm right on top of things.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
I know, man. I'm on it. But indies, right? So we got some indies coming up now.
We do.
A few, not a lot, but big things for XBW this weekend. If you guys don't know, part of Blowwater Championship Wrestling, they have Xtreme Bombshells of Wrestling, which is their women's division. So they're going to do a women's only show. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the women on that show and some of the things that we might be looking forward to and any of the indies that we know about in the state of Michigan. So when we come back from this sweet, sweet, sweet thing here, what is it, the intro? Yeah, we'll call it an intro.
Transition.
Transition, yeah, this transition.
You know what you do need to work on, though, is you need to work on getting a new sponsor. Because I know there's a new sponsor out there, and he needs to, way that he needs to get sponsorship is every week he should bring whatever flavor of ice cream he's making. Ooh. And Happy Harper Ice Cream could be a sponsor of Rasslin Rage.
Happy Harper.
Hint,
Happy Harper
hint,
Ice Cream.
hint,
By the way,
right,
if you guys want... get a hold of Mr. Harper there in the chat if you like ice cream because he makes the delicioso.
Oh my goodness! Hey, before we get going though, now can I tell him what I get for being on here for 8 times? Because you said you were trying to get me a jacket, right?
Sure.
Well, actually, you get your own action figure.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait a minute.
Here, put him over
He's kind of tipped upside. There he goes.
Yeah. Here, we'll put him over here because that light.
Yes. So you get on 8 times, you get your own action figure. That's right. Complete with the tie, the jacket, and the card, which is really cool because it's got the old school logo on it, not the new school.
That's right.
So.
Well, the next one we'll have to get you a special action.
Yeah, well, I was looking to see if it came with a microphone. It didn't, though.
No.
But that's okay.
But even if I don't know if it'll be. It
kind of looked like John Favreau in that.
I did talk to that guy the other day, so he's on board. He's a good guy, man. Real nice guy. He reached out to me. But tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow. Yes, Xtreme Bombshells of Wrestling returns to Port Huron, Michigan. It's been a while. Yep. It's an all-women's wrestling show with scheduled appearances by. Now, head on over to Xtreme Bombshells of Wrestling Facebook and or Blue Water Championship Wrestling and check out all the awesome promos that these ladies cut for this show. Yeah,
pretty much everybody who's on the show has something to say about being here tomorrow night. So you definitely want to check it out. It's pretty cool.
Right. And so first up, we knew that the British Amazon Heidi Katrina was going to be there. And what's super awesome, which I have to reach out to her after the show's done, is I'll be sitting down with her before her any match tomorrow. So that's another one we're gonna put up.
Was that after setup?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It's gonna be later on in the night. It'll be like 6 at night or something like that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah, right. And then hey, Pretty Little Psycho, Shauna Reed. Now, there's a little bit of like some controversy surrounding. There's a lot of it. I mean, if you really want to be,
There's
one
always controversy when she's around.
Well, you got the Justin Maine controversy.
Yes.
Okay, with the referee thing. Okay?
Yes.
Then
great match, by the way.
Right.
Great
then
match.
you have that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have who is the Xtreme Bombshells of Wrestling champion?
As far as I know, it's still Malia. Malia Hosaka is the champion.
Doesn't Shauna have the belt?
I could tell you something, but they both have a belt, actually.
Really?
Yeah, Malia's got the travel belt, and Shauna's got the home belt.
Okay.
So they both have a belt.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
So it's belt for belt.
Are they the first XBW Tag Team Women's Champions?
No. It's just like when Eric Smalls was stealing the micro championship.
Yeah, I tell you.
You know, Bulldog, he's still the champ, but Eric's got the belt. It's the same thing.
Right.
Malia's still the champion, but you know, Shauna is in with the.
Hello, Mr. DRC.
Five.
We're just talking about your.
We're talking about the 5. Yeah, and so you know, who knows? Shauna may get the belt by proxy.
Well, and so this, I like this lady, man. I really like what she does in the ring, and I don't know, she's really cool. In that promo she cut, she's smoking at stogies.
It's
I
awesome.
like it. But
awesome.
Thunder Kitty LaFleur.
Yes.
And she's been here before. She's also been on WWE. She's also been in Shine and OVW. She's in OVW, so that's pretty awesome. If you don't know anything about OVW is owned by Al Snow. And is also is currently the Impact developmental territory, but it also used to be the WWE developmental back in the day.
Back in the day when there was territories.
Right. Queen of Horror, Sabrina Kyle is also going to be there.
Yeah.
And then we have Nikki Victory.
Yep.
I'm looking at the chat to see if there's anything going on because
They're talking on there, that's for sure.
And then Jocelyn Navarro. I've seen her on a lot of flyers down like Ohio, Indiana,
Yes.
but
She's coming on up and make her debut.
I think I've seen her maybe on a couple in Michigan, but not.
That's why this show is so good, because there's going to be a lot of ladies that you may have seen around, but not in person. And they're going to be there tomorrow night. It's going to be a great show.
Right. And then we have Charlie Cruel, who I'm pretty sure is a little nuts. I'm not sure.
Oh, never mind. I would get myself in trouble if I was about to say the next thing I was going to say. But
A little crazy.
aren't they all a little nuts?
Right.
It's just how much we can tolerate.
Well, it doesn't matter what we say.
No, we're going to get in trouble.
As soon as we open our mouth, we're in trouble.
It's all right.
You know,
it's all good.
One of the guys the other day posted on somebody else in the wrestling thing posted something about everybody always wants to be right or something like that, and I says, I'm married, I'm always wrong. What are you talking about?
That's right. That's right. So we got her.
Shayla Hyde.
Shayla Hyde's coming
Shayla
back.
Hyde, if you guys don't know who she is, she's when it was a while ago, Raw was in Detroit.
Yep.
I believe that was the Raw that Roman Reigns got suspended because he was mad about Brock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So he got suspended. Well, that was the night she took on
Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia, and got destroyed.
Yeah.
But hey,
Whatever.
more than what I could say. Hey, I'd wrestle Nia Jax.
Once.
Very true. And then Jaxie Black, who I believe she's new to the entire scene.
Yes.
Very new.
Very new.
So that's going to be interesting. And then we just seen I just seen this promo here. She's a retro.
Yes.
Flashback to the 90s.
Coming to us from the 90s.
90s. The colorful Laurel Cassidy. That's going to be an interesting one to see. And I believe Levi was saying he thinks he fell in love again because he's seen her and fell in love.
There you go.
We're going to have to check. I think Levi's married, though, so I don't know.
I don't know.
So many new people. I'm so happy, says Josh. Yeah, it's good to see some new people. Yes, they have AC, Andrew says.
Yeah, they do have AC. We just gotta make sure to keep the doors closed.
Yeah. Well, there's that. And then we have Lexi.
Do you know what goes good on a hot day? Happy Harper ice cream. That's what goes good on a hot day.
Look at that. That was a great drop.
Wasn't that good?
That was great.
You owe me, Josh.
You know what's good? Man, there's this guy that has a YouTube channel. It's a computer channel, and he does the same thing. And he'll be like, you'll be talking about a motherboard, and he goes, you know what helps you put this on the motherboard? And he'll be like, and he'll do some demo of this and then give you a link to his affiliate.
Where do you think Alex learned all this from?
I know, right? Then we have small and mean Selena Dean. Well, that looks that small and mean Selena Dean.
That's I'm gonna have to really work on that one.
Right there. But it sounds cool.
Yep.
And then Harley Fairfax. There we go. Harley Fairfax. There we go. Woo! But we got something going on. Also, we will not be streaming tomorrow night, so you gotta be there to see it. Oh, all right, right on. I like it. Oh man, good. I like to watch the ladies live. Yep. So, tickets are available online at BWCW's. Ooh.
The tickets right here.
Ooh.
Anybody wants them? I got front row tickets available still.
I have mine already. My front row. I bought it online.
See, I could have saved you some money.
Yeah, it's true. I know people though.
Yeah, I know.
And it'll be available. They'll also be available at the door, and I'm sure the tickets will probably jack up about $5 at the door. It's usually what happens, if I'm not mistaken. But the doors, I believe, the doors are going to open. At 7?
No,
6:30?
6:45.
6:45. Get in there at 6:45.
Yeah, all seats are $25 if you get them tomorrow.
Nope.
Front row is $20. General admission $15. Day of the event $25.
Better get them
Doors
on.
open 6:45. Bell time is 7:30.
There we go. I've been getting people to come based only on Heidi's calendar.
He took it to work.
All right. Have you seen the photo she posted the other day with on 4th of July? Take that. Show it to the people at work.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about it. But anyway,
It's my future daughter-in-law, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Allegedly.
Right. But definitely going to be a good one. Because
It is.
I believe we haven't. Has there been an all-women show since the very first XBW all-women show over there?
No, that was the first. That was when we were over there on Ravenswood.
Yeah, Ravenswood and Range. Yeah, I know.
For the benefit show.
I believe that's the first time we've had an all-ladies show, so it's definitely going to be a good time. I'm interested to see what happens and where this goes from here. So
yeah,
definitely going to be a good time. Women's wrestling is definitely on top of there, and
we're bringing in some of the best. And they're going to put on a great show.
He says it's the third.
Third.
The second one was a 2-part in Richmond, Michigan. I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
I remember it being...
Was that before me? Was that before we met? Must have been before we met, Andrew.
Could have been.
Because the only show we did in Richmond was...
The one with Buff and
PD and... Yeah.
That was a good show,
That was a good show.
But, hey, Mr. Worth, Merca. How you doing, buddy? Did you see? I bet Moore's seen that photo. That's why he's saying America. I bet he's seen it. Yeah, that show. So it must have been a double header, he's saying.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Well, so let's... Oh, you know what? I talked that whole show, and I never even put up the flyer.
Oh, yeah, man. I'll put it up there quick.
And we'll put the flyer up.
Oh, wait.
I don't know why it does that. It's being ridiculous. Well, but yeah, so
it's using the natural shine of our heads to light up the thing.
There you go. All right, so there's that. So definitely check that out. Going to be a great time. We'll be there. I'll be there, front row. And also, if you want to head out, if you're in the Bay City area, hey sir, you might want to scoot just a little bit.
Oh, let me scoot.
There you go. Good. All right, so he's on the edge of the table now. I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
it's all good.
July 6th, also, if you're out in the Bay City area, doors open at 4 p.m. with a scheduled bell time at 5. Some of our independent stars are scheduled to appear, like my buddy, the Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone. That's my dude right there. El Ridiculoso, the War Boy, Dre Jacobs, and Billy Ray Daniels, along with a scheduled appearance from the Brooklyn Brawler, who is the head trainer. Brawler. What did I mess up?
No, that's when John Cena used to do his thing back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Brawler.
Tickets are only $10, and you can get them on their website, ultimatechampionshiprwrestling.com. Also, let's see here, BAM coming up. Not that weekend. I'm getting lost.
Man, between your big head in the second camera and these flyers.
Don't hate me.
Just go stand over here.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, man. There we go. Awesome. So
I'm back.
Friday, July 12th, blah, blah, blah. Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit holds Stars, Stripes, and Slams. Now, they were supposed to have this show tonight, but they canceled because of the weather. They canceled it at 3. They thought there was going to be weather apparently. So
Have you been outside?
is it rained?
Oh yeah, it's been raining.
Okay, well it's an outdoor show. That's why.
It's weak.
So, anyways, it's at the Play Atlantis in Melvindale, Michigan. Price of the tickets are only $12 for the adults and $5 for kids 12 and under. That's a killing. Worth, that's right up your alley, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, he loves them cheap ticket prices. But scheduled to appear on stars like scheduled to appear.
Nice.
Are stars like Heidi Katrina, Isaiah Bronner.
I can't.
Oh,
You can't go over it.
El Ridiculoso.
Well, if I did that, never mind.
Oh, El Ridiculoso, Chuck Stein, Atlas Hightower, Lil Dicky Watt, Soul Taker, Peter B., Briar Welton, and Nate Matson. Talk about a heck of a lineup. You can head on over to their Facebook page at Pro Wrestling Stars of Detroit for more information. Good time for sure. Then coming up on the 13th of this month is International Big Time Wrestling, which is taking place during I don't know how to say this, the Rubo Fest. It's the 32nd annual Rubo Fest. I'm not from Detroit. I don't
know what that is.
Right, but it's taking place.
I am not familiar.
Right. Admission's free. And the main event is Frida Ramsey versus the Mysterious Movado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Chuck Wagon will be there, so that'll be a good one.
All
and
right. That's good.
Right, and then coming up on that Sunday will be Proving Ground. I am excited for this because, as always, I will be there along with the crew, the Ragers in the booth, our VIP booth, and there's only 3 teams left.
Yeah, it went quick.
Yeah, well, one got eliminated because someone didn't show, so he was somewhere else.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules. But we have Mongo with his veteran, the old timer.
Yep.
We have, we had Lil Dicky Watts with his veteran, Aaron O'Ryan. And then we have Nolan Edwards with his veteran, Josh Raymond. So I'm picking it right now. Right now, I'm calling Mongo. Takes it all.
Every time he walks in, the place goes nuts.
Mongo takes it all for the win. But Jackson Stone, the Shogun, the Suplex Shogun, excuse me, he had something to say about, he had I guess you would say he called out the talent.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to check that out right here for Proving Ground.
Well. What do we have here? A few things tend to come to one's mind when they talk about XICW Proving Ground. I mean, you have the exciting wrestling with event matches. You have the thrilling earn your spot matches. And a few things in between. But there's one thing for certain that comes to mind, and that is the XICW Proving Ground champion and the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone, and also who his next opponent is going to be for a Shogun Challenge. A challenge with one I crafted where I have to get 5 suplexes before I can even go for a pinfall or submission victory. However, my opponent, they can win via pinfall, submission, or they can win the gold countout wise. Oh, also, if they suplex the Shogun 5 times, they win automatically. Now, since the Shogun stepped into XICW, I screamed a question. Who's the baddest? And since I earned the XICW Proving Ground Gold, there's been many that have stepped up, and many has been suplexed back out. And as I approach my 10th defense, which is, I believe, the longest in Proving Ground history, the Shogun is screaming, no, I'm begging for someone's XICW Proving Ground's finest warriors to step up and answer the question, who's the baddest? Till then, Shogun will be, sitting here. Follow the chance. show gun, show gun, show gun, show gun, show gun.
And there you have it, Shogun. So who's gonna
pulling no punches?
Right, yeah. Who's gonna step up this time for the Shogun Suplex Challenge? Who knows? Obviously, there will always be the Earn Your Spot match as well, and you never know what's going to happen at a proving ground. Somebody
correct.
will end up in some chairs. Somebody is going. It's crazy there every time, and I absolutely love it. That's why I go, and so does my cohorts. So that's why they join me. And coming up on the 13th is another international big time wrestling show on the 21st.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Yep, I'm with you now.
On the 21st, another free show. Sunday, July 21st, L Club and Fago present. Now you know why it's free. Present International Big Time Wrestling.
Free Red Pop for everybody?
Hey, hook me up. Rage Cage at the L Club in Detroit, Michigan. Doors open at 2 p.m. with the scheduled bell time of 3. Tickets are free to the event. Advanced tickets are available at the L Club box office or online at lclubdetroit.com. The main event for this will be the champion Harlem Kadim Muhammad defending his title against the former champion Mysterious Movado in a 15-foot high steel cage match. Should be good.
Excellent. I like it. I like it.
There you go. Yes. Listen to that guy. And then lastly, coming up this month in Cadillac, Michigan, a little bit of a drive to the up north.
The
there.
Square City.
Yeah. Oop, that's the wrong one.
Whoa. Where'd that come from?
That's Dread King.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Coming up there, Saturday, July 27th, UWE brings live pro wrestling to the Wex in Cadillac, Michigan. When it holds red, white, and bruised.
Hey, that's a good plan word.
Tickets are general admission are only $10 in advance and $15 at the door.
Whoa, is that right? That the right price there for the family 4-pack?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow.
You can get a family.
Jason, listen to this.
You gonna drive Cadillac?
He'll drive Cadillac for that much.
I bet. Here we go. Ready? You can get a family 4-pack for $25 in advance. I think it goes up to $35 the day of. So
Wow.
yeah. The Michigan-made monster Mongo is scheduled to appear. Yeah, he's up from way up there.
Future XICW
yes,
Proving Ground champion.
yes, Proving Ground champion.
He's going to be. You just know it.
Very good. Now, that's all we have for the independents. Hey, listen, if I missed one, you seen something maybe I don't know about and I couldn't find or what have you, throw me a line, man. Just, send me a message on Facebook and I'll put it up, dude. I'll make sure to do that. Make sure you send me the flyer, though, because sometimes I have a hard time finding flyers.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
You put the flyer on your Facebook page or whatever, at least you can get it, but
Right.
you got to let us know.
Sure.
Let us know. Hey, we're going to promote everything we can
Absolutely.
right here.
That's
So,
what, like Aquabra said, we all need each other right now.
that's right.
Very true.
That's
So
right.
it's now part of that show or part of the show where we talk about wrestling topics, right? It could be news, it could be something, whatever that's happened, maybe some controversial topic, maybe somebody's getting tried for steroids. You just never know, because it's professional wrestling and that's the way it goes. We call this section of the show All the Rage because it's raging news, right? All right, so when we come back,
All right, I can scoot back in now.
yeah,
right?
you can scoot back in now.
I don't want to block the stage back here.
All right. Oh,
Scoot
one of
back
the
in. What?
One of the head shrinkers fell.
Well, he did a dive.
Yeah, he did do a dive. I know somebody that did a dive.
Yeah, we know somebody who did a dive.
Big dive. It was sweet too.
Yeah, his mother was so proud of him.
One more time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so in trouble.
Boy, boy.
Um,
All right,
anyway,
all the rage.
Yeah. So some of the big news, like I think these are some of the things that I thought we could have a great conversation with, right?
Sure.
So some of the big news was the WWE hiring of Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff as the executive director, not producer, executive director role for WWE's weekly shows, SmackDown and Raw.
Who's got what?
So Heyman's got Raw, Bischoff's got SmackDown.
Okay.
All right. And so there's many different things we can talk about here on this. All right.
You're gonna get thrown.
I know. I figured it. Q and I were talking about it too. We asked if it was worth it, and it kind of is. It keeps falling.
All right, just keep him right here.
Keep taking them out with the elbow. So I want to talk about, before we talk about it in depth, I want to talk about something. I want to tell everybody, I want to quote JR here, what JR said recently on his new podcast. So we're going to, and then we'll talk about this. But he says,
Are you doing it in his voice?
I wish.
That'd be cool.
If I could, I'd be making money. So here, let's see here. Here's the deal about this is quote right here. Here's the deal about the situation in a nutshell to me. For change to be invoked and put into play, Vince has got to be willing to sign off on what his two head honchos want to do. At some point, the management's philosophy's got to be, I don't have to approve everything that these guys do. It might be wise to let them roll with their instincts, knowing that they're both very competitive, knowing that we have nowhere to go but up in some of these rating situations. Certainly, SmackDown has no momentum to any degree moving to Fox, and not that long off. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. But why not give them a chance to play their hand? Because here's the deal. If they don't succeed, you replace them. As cold as that sounds, that's the nature of the beast. And there's all kinds of measurables. Minute by minutes, quarter hour rating, this week's show over last week, last year's show at the time, blah, 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 end quote. That's his quote, not mine. So, before him and I talk, I'm going to tell you guys in the chat, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that this is going to save the ratings? Do you think that this is going to, does this solidify the fact that we now, I believe that this is Vince McMahon going, you know what? AEW is competition. Yeah, we need to do something. What do you think? Do you think that's them doing that? And, what do you think? What do you think in there? So, I'm going to the man to the right, I'm going to, I don't know, I was going to try to go politic.
No politics. Let me just say, here's what I think of this. Number one, yes, you have the two men who gave the most competition to Vince back in the day are now becoming his executive directors of each of his live shows. Now, I think of the two, Bischoff has the tougher job because he's going to Fox and he's going to be live on Friday nights. So he's got a lot of work to do to bring that show back up because right now, I don't care thing one about what's going on SmackDown. And that's a problem.
Right.
And I think he's seeing that. I think you saw this week on Raw a little bit of the step away of being so mild-mannered. Whether or not he meant to do it, I think that Corey swearing on air kind of brought a little attention to the show. And that doesn't, like you say, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, doesn't matter. It's still a like or a dislike, right? Yep. It's the same thing with that. Right. You may agree or disagree that Corey swearing on air and him getting fined is one thing, but how many people are talking about it? That's what you're looking for. Yep. How many people are talking about? How many people are going back and watching it? How many people are, watching the backstage stuff now when they went through the LE? There's this whole thing that Braun is hurt again.
Right.
And so you've got these two guys who, yes, are very, very competitive. We all know Paul Heyman knows the game. We know that. We know Eric Bischoff knows the game because he kept Vince on his toes for how long?
Long time.
During the wars.
Right.
So now you put them in charge, but Jim's right. If you're going to put them in charge, you got to put them in charge. And I know firsthand how that is. When you work somewhere and then you tell somebody to do something, you got to be able to just say, okay, go do it and stand back and let it happen. And I don't know if he's there yet or not.
Vince?
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know if Vince is there yet or not. Because if he was there, he's there with NXT with with Triple H running NXT. You know he's not involved in that hardly at all, and it shows. He's not involved in 205. He's not involved in any of the women's stuff. So you see all that stuff starting to build. But now that the women are getting so popular, now he's starting to get involved in that. And you see again, once he starts to get involved, everything goes back to this.
Right.
So if you're gonna hire him, you're gonna pay him, let him do the job, and just be the boss.
Right. Yeah.
Just be the boss.
Just be the boss. Well, and it goes back to anything that you've ever listened to, anything that you've ever watched. They always say, like when the Attitude Era, right, and Vince Russo. You know, because everybody basically says that it was Vince Russo that wrote the Attitude Era or created the Attitude Era or whatever. You know, a lot of people say that. But the one thing about Vince Russo is what you seen the difference was from WWE to WCW when he was in WCW, and the trash that he was putting out there was it all got filtered.
He was letting the minions run the show.
Right. Well,
that was the problem.
Well, yeah, but it all got filtered through Vince.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Right. When he did it through Vince, it was great.
Right.
When he went to WCW and he had 900 consultants telling him what he should do, then you saw the true of Vince Russo.
Right. Well, and that's my thing is like, so everything has gone through Vince. It's to the point now where the industry has changed. Things have changed.
Yeah.
The demographics have changed. What people want to see has changed. Not everybody wants to see the same thing. And, you know, like Josh is saying in the chat right now, he's saying that AEW is not competition.
No, not yet.
No, they're not. But that wasn't what I said. I said, does Vince McMahon view them in a way that says, I have to make some kind of change? Are they competition in some way?
I think he sees them as, if we don't nip this right now, they could be. But I don't think until October, he's not worried about them.
Right. Well, and, you know, I've had this argument with a couple different people about AEW specifically and about, you know, the competition thing. They are not competition. They don't view themselves as competition, and that's not where they're positioning themselves.
Right.
From a market standpoint, they're marketing themselves as an alternative to something else.
Because I believe they're not going to be on Monday or Friday.
No, I think it's going to be Wednesdays
or something.
Yeah,
they're going on a different, and I think that's exactly what they do, and that is why they're doing so well.
Right.
You know that as well as I do. How do we get the most people? We don't go out there and go, we're the best, we're the best. We just go, we're going to offer you an alternative to what's been out there.
And that's really what they're doing.
And so I think that Vince, because he is so competitive, views them. He doesn't see them yet, but I think he has them in the back of his mind for when October comes. That's TV time. But I think that Khan and the executive directors of AEW are just that. They're sitting back and going, no, what we're going to do is we're going to put out a quality show every week, and it's not going to be the same. Right. We're going to have storylines. We're going to have tag teams. We're going to have a women's division. You know, all this stuff. You know, that I listened to. I listened to the full hour-long thing with him and Stone Cold on his Stone Cold's new podcast, and they've got the right idea.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to offer the fans something else.
Yeah.
And that's not competition. It's everybody getting what they want.
Right, something different. It's not, you know, like when you see...
I think AEW is actually a good thing for WWE.
And I do too, because competition, even if you don't view it as competition...
Stop, Taylor.
You know, even as anybody, if you don't view it as competition, the more they gain, the better they do over time, the more WWE pays attention, the more it makes WWE have to work.
Yeah.
Just like it did when it was WCW, the Monday Night Wars.
And as long as AEW continues to maintain the stance of we're not competition, we're an alternative, everything will be fine.
Right.
But that's where WCW went wrong. When Turner said, no, I want to compete again. You cannot compete against Vince. You can't. You'll lose. He has too much foothold. But if you come in as an alternative and you drive a weekly show that the ratings are good and the quality is good and the storylines are good, that's going to filter down to instead of filtering down, it's going to filter up to the big show. And the big show is going to have to get better.
Yeah, for sure.
Because otherwise, eventually, the two big shows will lose ratings down to the little show. And that's when Vince will start getting serious.
Yeah.
But if he allows these two guys to let it run, you can't argue Paul Heyman knows how to put on a show.
No. Oh,
You can't.
no.
He ran ECW, and he ran it so well that Vince panicked.
Right.
So
AEW equals
Here we
get
go.
out of
Here-
here, Taylor. There's one in every group.
well, there's two of them because I think Josh agrees with her too. Oh wait, no, wait.
Josh, I
Oh,
thought
he-
Josh likes all wrestling.
He does, but
Right. But
what can you say?
so definitely something I wanted to put out there, something thought we could talk about because it was definitely interesting. Now,
Yeah.
back on JR a little bit, he is going to release a new autobiography in 2020 called Under the Black Hat, My Life in the WWE and Beyond. I was reading a little bit about it, and I guess it's going to kind of be there. It's not going to be like so this is how I got into WWE, this is why. It's going to kind of be like, okay, so when I was in WWE, I worked with this guy and we did this. And
Yeah.
I worked with this guy and we did this. And I worked,
Interesting.
and then going into where he's at. That's what I was reading. So this kind of goes together a little bit with I wanted to talk about JR, but with the Evolve's 10th anniversary show coming up.
Yes.
Okay, so Evolve, a lot of people don't know that Evolve is owned by WWN, which is Gabe Skopowski, who had worked with ECW, worked with ROH, worked with a lot of these companies. But anyways, so Evolve is, I don't know what the deal is, but they have something going on with WWE.
Yes.
They have, there's not, how many other organizations do you know that that WWE lends talent to?
None.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where I met Adam Cole. That's where I met Cassius Ohno. Tommaso Ciampa is going to be at the next one.
Is he really?
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of people at the next one from the show.
Well, the one in Michigan I'm talking.
Oh, the next one. Oh.
Yeah, the one in Livonia.
When's that?
Oh, I forget. I gotta look. It's in August. But so there's that. So what it is Evolve had already had their show scheduled.
Right.
Okay. So then it's the 10th anniversary show. They get Matt Riddle. They get all these guys, right, that are going to come on. And so then the WWE, so they work out a deal with the WWE network. It's going to be the first time ever any other is going to air live Evolve.
What you're saying is Evolve's going to belong to the WWE here in the very near future.
At some point, probably, yeah. Evolve will become the new NXT, basically. And NXT is going to be its own thing. Of note, the very same day will be AEW's Fight of the Fallen.
Which you said is not streaming on anything, right?
Well, it's streaming, but I don't know if it's going to be free. I'd have to look.
Oh, is it streaming?
It's streaming. It'll be on Bleacher Report. Always. Everything's always streaming.
Oh, okay.
But I just don't know where it's at. Like, I don't know if it's going to be free like this one was.
Oh, okay.
Fyter Fest. But, so, Kenny Omega took some shots at WWE on Twitter about the whole thing, talking about blood money. First, it's blood money, and then, because this is a benefit show, this Fight of the Fallen is a benefit show. Okay. I get it. I get it. But, here's the deal.
Evolve already had the show. If you're not competition, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're not competition, don't do that. You both had your shows scheduled,
Right.
okay? And you know what, Kenny? There's a bunch of independent shows around the country that are probably running on the same day as your show too.
Yeah, most likely, because that's how they do things.
And I'll bet you even some of them are benefit shows.
Yeah.
So don't. This is where I think Kenny needs to learn how to do things in America again.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't been here in a while.
You can't. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear.
That's a good one. Don't poke the bear.
No, don't. He's fine where he's at right now. He's doing what he needs to do. Let him be. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Did we just turn off?
No, so there was another thing going off, so I turned it off because I didn't want to.
What were we doing? What were we listening?
We probably were echoing because there must have been two
inputs
inputs to the
My
microphone.
wife mentioned something about an echo earlier.
I probably just fixed it. But there we go. So, yeah, that's going to be a good one. Then former Impact star, Eli Drake. I don't know if you've ever got any opportunity. This guy is golden. He's
really
money
good.
on
Really
Mike.
good.
Money. Love him. Talks smack. Cody Hawk student, by the way, too.
Mm-hmm.
He has signed with the NWA. Now, it's a little different because, I haven't heard of anybody signing with NWA exclusively other than Aldis. So, it is what it is. Now,
I'm kind of quiet on that.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been quiet. I think it's, but again, that's the whole. We got the WWE contracts are coming up, and who's going where, and then AEW is picking up when they can. So yeah, haven't heard a lot about NWA and New Japan and all that. If they picked up some people, and
they had that tournament, and then I haven't heard they had a pay-per-view tournament thing, and I haven't heard from it since.
That must not have done very well.
I don't know
because I didn't even realize it had happened already.
Yeah. So
was that the one that Chris Jericho was supposed to be on?
For NWA? No.
No, for New Japan.
Oh,
when's that one?
No, that one. No, I think he's got another one. Moxley's got another one coming up too.
Oh yeah, it was Moxley was supposed to wrestle in that one, and he
G1.
Speaking of AEW, because I walked down the stairs tonight, and you're watching the pay-per-view again.
Yes. Well, not again. I was just getting to watch it.
Oh, that's right. Telling you what. They may not be competition, but somebody better pay attention.
Well,
somebody better pay attention because their matches were really, really good.
Well, and here's the one thing that I think that I like about it. It was something I can enjoy and I can feel comfortable being, sitting at home. Yeah, woo. At WWE, I'm just kind of like, it's boring. It's not fun anymore. It's not like even when you go to WWE, you're not like when we're at the indie show. You suck. No, AEW, that I get that feel.
It is. It's very fan friendly. It's very fan involved. I like how they're doing things right now. I do because I know he watches. I know he checks it out. So I want to give a big shout out to Jungle Boy. Did a great job. And yes, that is his new tag team partner, Luchasaurus.
Yes.
So he's gonna be going into the
together.
Yeah, he's gonna be going since he was see the picture?
Yep.
That was awesome.
With him on the shoulders, just like
back when he was a kid. So good for him. Glad to hear it. We're in constant
Alex Weir equals AEW.
Yeah.
They need to sign him.
They do need to sign him.
They need to sign him.
They need to get him away from me.
Listen, I've already started it, and you guys need to do it. You need to go out there, and anytime you see the photos or anything that he's posting, you guys need to tag them. Tag AEW. Tag everybody, dude. You want to get that kid signed? That's how you do it. Trust me. That's exactly how Mike Rukus got his job at AEW.
It is. It's that one. That one clip that somebody sees, and that's that's how Jack said his was. It was a couple of things, and he realized all of a sudden he saw somebody named Chris Jericho had saw one of his things, had given him a thumbs up or whatever, and he's like, oh, funny. And it's got the little blue check next to his name.
Right, yeah.
And he realized, whoa, wait a minute here. So, great show. I really enjoyed it. It was entertaining. The chair shot by, I don't know, what is he called in AEW now? Mr. 10?
Steve Sears, something like that.
That went a little bit wrong, but hey, what can you say? You gotta have a little thing. And then the unsanctioned match was just awesome. I mean, we were talking about it. I don't like going like you. I don't like going with all the blood and all that. But man, if they're gonna throw some tacks down and take the guy's wrestling shoes off, that was hilarious.
I like hardcore. I don't like deathmatch.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yes.
There is a big difference.
Deathmatch
they're insane, and I have a hard time with it. I'm not big on color. You know what I mean? I'm not big on it.
Little bit.
Not Dustin Rhodes color, little bit over the top.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. A little bit over the top.
But, it's a Rhodes.
Spears, yeah.
It's Steve a Rhodes. Spears. So.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's like, it's like Dusty. Once he got cut, he was.
I know a lot of people that are like that, though. There's nothing confirmed on this information yet.
Okay.
This is all speculation and rumors.
Okay.
And I mean,
I've heard this though. This is not the first time I've heard this.
I could probably find out if I really wanted to. I do know some people, but
I think this is gonna a go.
Right, but swirling is the rumors are that Impact is going to be done with Pursuit once apparently the contract is going to be up soon, and they're already working out a deal with Access TV, which is awesome because Access TV already has New Japan.
Yep.
And it also has Women of Wrestling, which is wow. Which they have.
So that could be multiple nights of.
Yeah, well, they do it all on one night.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Well, the women and New Japan's on. They just switched it to one night. I would
spread them out.
Yeah, they just did it on one night now. Yeah, I think they're going to do like a power thing.
A power thing.
Like, remember how TNT used to do it back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Have wrestling and then something to do.
UFC.
Yeah, whatever. So that's how.
Tough enough.
Right. Definitely going to be a good one. It's a good move for Impact, if you ask me. That's for sure. And then we already kind of talked about it, so we don't have to break it down. But no. I do want to say that that's the one thing I like about AEW is it's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun. It's fun. I feel like I can call anybody and talk about AEW pretty much. You know what I mean?
I yes, you can, and I think that's the best part is not only is it entertaining as a fan to watch because it's kind of like rooting for the underdog,
Mm-hmm.
So you have all that, and then you have really good storytelling matches. The women's match, these two little Japanese girls going against the big girl, and it was a really good match.
Oh yeah, those girls from China.
Yeah, really good match.
That Christopher Daniels and SEMA match. You know that SEMA was trained by the Ultimo Dragon.
Yes, and
then took all. And it was so he's Japanese. He went to Mexico and was trained by Ultimo Dragon in Lucha. And went back to Japan and taught Japanese the lucha style. There's
a lot of history.
Yeah, that's
the tag team match was really good.
What'd you think? I know you're not a big Kenny Omega fan.
I'm not a big Kenny Omega fan. I'm still not a big Kenny Omega fan.
What did you think?
I'm not.
What'd you think about? What'd you think about Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks coming out to Street Fighter?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, you like that?
That was pretty good, and I liked that they made him say round one, fight.
Yes,
that was
cool.
funny. And then they did the little thing to him.
Yeah.
That was good. And that's what I mean. You have a lot of super talent in that match, and yet they still had fun.
Right.
And that's what makes it fun. It's almost got that indie feel to it.
Right.
You've got that kind of intimate feeling with it. And I think that's it was really super. I was super impressed.
For sure.
And let me just tell you, MJF has got
mouth.
He got the mouth. He has got the mouth on him.
I like him. I mean,
oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, the announcers. Last time we talked about last. Was it Double or Nothing?
Double or Nothing.
And we said the announcers sucked. I mean,
horrible.
Jim Ross
was cool.
But the other guy, there was this other guy, he's gone now.
You can tell that the production from one show to the next increased 100%.
Yeah.
You had better announcers. You had better video. You had better audio. You and I talked about that one camera angle when he jumped off the ladder, how it pulled away.
That was sweet when he jumped off the ladder.
You had pyro. You had so everything was a lot better, I think. The show, Double or Nothing, was incredible. This show wasn't at that caliber, but it was close enough.
Right.
But I think that, yes, the announced team was much better. And at least this time when Jim Ross came out, there was music playing.
Right, yeah. Well, and this was a smaller crowd, if I'm not mistaken, too. I think this was only like a 2,500 to 4,000 crowd or something like that. So
it looked pretty big.
Right, it's a smaller event, and it wasn't meant to be a large-scale pay-per-view, say like Double or Nothing or All Out.
Yeah.
And All In. So,
that was it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Mrs. Weir, when MJF called him a dollar store Tarzan.
That's great. Oh, I love it. I love it. So, we're going to hit legit wrestling questions thingy-majig there, and then we come back. You can ask us questions about wrestling again. You're not going to ask us about what kind of hair gel we use or what moisturizer.
We do. I do use none.
When we come back.
And we're back.
And we're back. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that. I thought I fixed it. I was messing with it earlier before you came here because I had to change.
Oh, the
a bunch of
transition
stuff.
thing?
Yeah. I thought I fixed it, but apparently I did. Oh, well.
Taylor, we're all going to see that someday. Someday.
Didn't we already see that?
We did. We did see it.
I was going to say.
But can you imagine? Now, this is the thing. So we just invented the time machine, and now we can go back to that night. Probably, I'm going to say hands down, one of the best Blue Water shows they ever had was the Rising Star Tournament.
Yeah, I agree. That was a great
You
night.
literally had Brian Pillman Jr. You had Jungle Boy there. You had all of these people. You had Blake. You had Malcolm. You had Alex. You had Billy Ray. You had, who else did we have? The one unmentionable.
What was the kid's name that's out in California?
Jordan Clearwater.
That's it, Jordan Clearwater.
You know, we had
He's
think
in
about that.
Hollywood
Now
wrestling.
we go back in time and tell Alex, you're about to wrestle a guy who's going to AEW. You know, you're about to wrestle two.
Right.
I think Brian Pillman was just there for. He's not with AEW. He was just there.
No, he just wrestled in the.
He's still indie.
Yeah. He's with MLW, Major League Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
He's in the New Heart Foundation.
But yeah, so I mean that
Teddy
was.
Hart and what's his name? But yeah. How Alex first ever match was Margin Night. Yeah, I remember. Yes. I actually have it on my personal.
It was
YouTube.
just. I was gonna say it was just one of the matches, wasn't it? Didn't you post it?
No,
on one
that
of your
was
download
his
days?
first singles match. His debut singles match against Billy Ray.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but no, I haven't posted the one with him and Marty yet because I actually have it where he's sitting there and they go, and your tag partner is.
You know the behind the scenes story about that.
Yeah.
Was that we were there setting up, right?
Uh-huh.
And he calls his mom and says, "Hey, somebody forgot their gear. Can you grab my gear from my bedroom and bring it with you when you come down to the show?" And we're like, what wrestler shows up to a show without their gear? So we're like, whatever. So she's like, oh, yeah, I'll go bring it down. And then that was the night he got picked out of the crowd. And we're like,
punk.
You punk jerk.
Right.
He didn't tell either one of us, neither one. And it was like, oh, so that was, yeah. So, I mean, that craziness, the things that we've seen, it's pretty cool. So.
Oh yeah, I have it. I just it's on my personal. Just go over and search my name on YouTube. I'm gonna post. Here's the thing: is I got to go back through. There's a few matches that I posted that got hit for copyright because of the entrance music, so they pulled them. So basically, I have to go through it, download it, take out the entrance music, and then re-upload it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go through it.
You have that match, right? Alex versus Jungle Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carrie's asking about it right now.
Yeah, I have it. If you go, it's up on the Rasslin Rage. If you search the Rising Star Tournament, I think I have every match except for one, maybe, from the Rising Star Tournament.
That was that was a busy night.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. I remember I was up and down in that ring. I was like,
looking at the analytics of YouTube, those Rising Star matches get a lot of action.
It was a great.
The Frogun's getting some action too. I tell you, they like the Frogun.
All right.
Well, what's really cool is like with YouTube, they do like a YouTube analytics where you can see what's happening, what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. I'm still learning, right? Learning as I go, but it tells you that the Frogun interview is becoming a recommended video by YouTube.
Oh, excellent.
So what that means is when somebody if you watch this, but if you're on your computer and it'll have recommended over there, so I'll be over there. I'm like,
I get those emails now. That's what irritates me. I'm like, I'm not subscribed to this person, and YouTube sends me an email. Hey, this is recommended to watch.
Oh, because you're
because I watched 7,000 Star Wars theories.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. That would be awesome.
We just showed Mrs. Weir last night the theory behind Jar Jar Binks is the ultimate Sith Lord.
Oh Lord, here we go. YouTube though, you got to watch it with YouTube. You can get lost. Same thing with Facebook now, because it's easy with Facebook, because you click one video and then it'll swipe up and there's another one. And swipe, it'll just keep doing it all day. That's a good way to get views.
It is a good way to get views.
Well,
you need to figure out how you get on that.
Here's the deal with Facebook. I've already checked into it. In order for me to make any monetization off of Facebook, off of views, and I don't mean it for, trying to be dirty, whatever. You have to have 10,000 followers on Facebook. I got
how many you got?
5,000 and something.
You're half there.
Right, I'm halfway there. The road to 10,000.
Okay, let's get it there. Let's get it there, people. Let's get to 10,000. Let's get this guy taken care of, because that's my ultimate goal. Is I want to see him succeed. Because
it's not that I need money. It's
how much more fun would it be if we had this chat with 1,000 people?
Right. Well, not only that.
Then you could get a producer.
Well, yeah, and then it would be, I could do it in a.
You know who could pay for your producer?
Who?
Your sponsor.
Oh, Happy Harper Ice Cream.
Happy Harper Ice Cream could sponsor the producer
with a weekly flavor of Happy Harper Ice Cream.
What are we doing? I never did see the poll results. Are we doing fruit punch, or are we doing the other one?
Is it Jeff Bundy? Jeff Bundy's a Sith Lord?
No, Jar Jar's a
legit wrestling question. Who will be BWCW's?
Jeff Bundy will be. That's Taylor's answer to the question. Who will be? Well, I'd love to tell you, Jason, but I don't know any of the matches.
But
I don't even know who she's going up against.
The champ isn't there, though.
Well, you got Shauna.
True. But she's technically not the champ.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to tell you.
Very good. Hey,
Berry.
How much is ice cream?
Berry one. Very good. Very good one.
Tell us how much your ice cream is so that I can plug it. What do you got? How much you
and is there a Rasslin Rage discount?
Do you get a discount? You need a logo. I can make you a logo.
He needs a logo.
I'll make you a logo.
He needs a logo. Here we go. $4 a pint.
So if you want some,
get someone DoorDash. There you go, Josh. You need to get on DoorDash.
I'm telling you, there you go.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It'll be a good time. So, listen real quick while you guys are goofing off.
Taylor, it's 2UMI. Your dad doesn't need to know.
ProWrestlingTees.com/
Pro Wrestling Tees.
Can
you still get the T-shirts on?
I can put
Streamlabs or Lab Stream. What is it that you?
Streamlabs.
Because we didn't ask for donations tonight.
No.
So I'm not the only one who owns. Yeah, I am the only person who owns this T-shirt.
You're the only one. There's no more. They're gone. I took them down.
There are no more?
Yeah, I took them down because nobody was buying them.
You're going to have to sign this. I need you to sign it. Do you got your silver Sharpie?
One. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to find this thing for so you guys know the promo code.
Promo code for what?
The T-shirts. So you can get 20% off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ice cream.
Yeah, I'm programming it now.
That is good, Josh. We need some wrestling flavors.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That would be cool.
Raging Ruby, or I don't know, something stupid.
We need that shirt. You can't have this shirt because he just told you he took it down. So you can't have it. So I'm going to get it autographed, and it's going to be mine. And while you're at ProWrestlingTees.com, go see Weaponized Alex Weir.
You can do that too, yes.
Because he has T-shirts there. And you can get the new Jungle Boy Luchasaurus T-shirts. Yeah. And they're 20% off right now. Everything's 20% off at Pro Wrestling Tees or something like that.
Yeah, it is.
Shogun Sherbert. Very nice, Taylor. It's got to be lemonade flavored.
I do want to tell you that next week, on Wednesday, will be my interview that you see there, that sweet thumbnail with the Dread King Logan. We talked to him about his match with MM3, because I talked to him shortly after that match. It was a couple days later, and I talked to him about Rough House Rob's retirement and what he thought about that and what it's like, about his training and how he came up and all that good stuff. So That's always going to be a good one. And if you guys missed it, you can definitely check out the interview I did or posted last week, this week, of the Frogun D-Ray 3000. If you don't know, D-Ray 3000 trained with the Canadian Destroyer. He also trained with the legendary Sika. And he tells some stories about that, and he talks about how, so I'm not going to give it away here, but there's some really cool stuff that he talks about with Sika.
Cool.
So in how he got into TNA and how it wasn't exactly as easy as anybody would ever think it was, but how he got into TNA, and then talked a little bit about WWE a little bit with his match that he did there as well. So you guys can check that out as well. Who
do we have this week?
Who's this week? Well, this week will be the Dread King Logan.
Okay.
Next week, I can't remember. I have to look it up. It's going to be.
You got a lot of them coming out.
They're all done. I'm not. Well, a bunch of them are mostly done. What I'm trying to do, and I talked about this in the State of the Rage, is I want to try. No, I'm not trying. I'm going to.
There you go.
I'm going to get 1 month of uploads done. Done,
scheduled, ready to go.
Scheduled and ready to go, so that I don't have to worry so much. So that I can start doing some things that I want to work on for the like I need to teach myself how to use Adobe Premiere, a video editing, and I'm not going to be able to do that.
You know who would know how to do that? A producer.
Yeah.
That could be sponsored by Happy Harper Ice Cream.
Yeah. Well, but so I don't want to try to learn it and put out things. You know what I'm saying? While I'm trying to edit my stuff that I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, because you want to be able to have everything scheduled, ready to go, so you can live your life, and you can then do get more stuff for this, that the live show can.
Right. The one thing I'm looking at more at is the trying to get out to do more indie shows and tape a match.
Yeah.
Talk to the promoter and be like, listen, I want to put this match on my YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to put your logos on here, and I want it like I did with the match that's coming out on Monday. It says, this match is presented to you by MPWA New Breed.
Very nice.
Held at blah, 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 Electric Eli versus this guy. I don't know how to say his name right. This guy, you can catch these guys at the upcoming show MPA New Breed on August 3rd at this place, blah, 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 blah.
So that's it. Yeah, you should have all that.
Right.
Get that all done. That'd be sweet.
I'm getting there.
Get the interviews done, then you can do all that.
Well, interesting. What's really cool is like with interviewing these guys and girls is that like some of them I might had a predisposition,
mm-hmm.
and I learned that I was wrong.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, man, you are pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I'll tell you who, one of the guys that I interviewed that I'm really looking forward to you guys checking out was Big John Murray.
Really?
Yeah. Talking to him about we talked about wrestling, but we talked about, his time in the military. We talked about his, some of the issues that he had, going in. We talked about, him in the Rock of Love.
Yeah.
We talked about him with Kid Rock. And we talked to him about a lot of the things that he did. It was really cool. It was just two dudes sitting down talking about wrestling and life. It was
That's
really
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
You've got one with another member of the five,
Sean Casey.
Sean coming up.
Yeah, that's next. That's this week. Yeah, I have to look at my calendar. I got so many coming up.
You better get that.
Right, my calendar's up there.
See, aren't you glad I taught you time management and how to have a planner?
I got Heidi Katrina tomorrow. I have Casey on Tuesday, and then I have Sam Beal on the 14th after Proving Ground. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. That's the best part.
That's what
got
I'm
a lot of
trying
cool
to
stuff to look forward to.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. But so listen, guys, make sure that if you haven't already, you give a big thumbs up, smash that, and maybe if you don't like me, maybe you hate me, I don't care. Do the thumbs down. I don't care. It all
counts.
It all counts. One way or the other. You can hate me, you can love me.
Share the video. Make sure
one way or the other, you're gonna remember me.
That's
all
right.
But anyway,
hashtag it.
Yeah, there you go. And make sure you share all this good stuff on Facebook and like it and do all that stuff. That's the thing. Listen, you guys want to see this thing make it? The best way to do it is to share organic interaction. I know that's marketing terms.
Wow.
Marketing. So listen, I want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us tonight. We'll be back next week for another awesome episode of Rasslin Rage right here at the same time.
Getting closer to 100.
Getting there.
You got your plans yet? Are you starting to make your plans for show 100? Do you know what the date of show 100 is?
I haven't even looked at that yet. Not even a little bit. I know.
We'll get it.
I'll get there. All right.
Maybe if you had a producer.
Well, maybe.
He turned his phone off now, too, so we can say whatever we want about him.
Right. Maybe if I had.
Maybe if Josh makes a bunch of money on his ice cream.
There you go.
Go buy his ice cream.
Co-hosting that night. What? Oh, I don't know.
No, you're not, Jason.
No,
you're not, Jason.
You might have to. You know what? What I'll do is for the 100.
Jason's going to cut his beard that day.
What do you think?
That's what I'm going to get him to do. How's that?
Here, how about this? For the 100 episode,
yeah,
we do a live roundtable.
That'd be awesome.
And we'll have to do some. I'm gonna have to get more microphones.
Get some more. Well, what do you need? Because I have some.
We need. Well,
right? Can you use mine?
Yeah, with me, you, Josh, Danny. And...
I've got 3.
Oh, all right. So I have
3 microphones. I
3,
think.
Me too.
So we could do it in the Dojang.
Yeah, that's right. We could do it. We're gonna have to get Alan in here with us more cameras.
We'll have to get some more cameras.
We're gonna be doing like multi angles.
That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, we should. I'll have to talk to my guy and get my producer friends a call.
Sweet.
Yeah, see how that does. All right, so on the what? I can't read that.
On the air.
Oh, okay.
What's he doing? Oh, because I told him I was going to shave his beard.
Oh, there you go. On the air.
On the air.
I shaved today. All right, so
I didn't.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week. You know who I am. You know who that guy is.
I am action figure.
There you go. For sure. A round table would be awesome.
We will see you tomorrow night right here in Port Huron for Xtreme Bombshells Wrestling at the Legion. Please show up. Let's cheer these ladies on and let's have a great night.
For sure. Check you later.
We are the Death Road Army. Vehicle City villain Aaron Orion.
Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat.
And weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.